Annette, and this is my channel about everything I'm up to craft-wise, mainly art. I've not videoed for a month, I realised this morning, and I thought, why? I've been wanting to video, I've been wanting to catch up with everybody every single day. I don't know, I keep thinking I've got nothing to talk about. What does anybody want to watch my videos for? And then I thought, do you know what? Just do it. Get up. Get on with it. Stop putting it off. Just share what you're up to. Somebody might be interested. So if you are here and you're watching, welcome. Yeah, as you know, I used to sew and I don't anymore. I don't know why. I've fell into the world of art and I'm loving it. It's so relaxing most of the time, apart from when I spend hours and hours and hours on a painting and then it's rubbish and it ends up in the bin. I'm like, ah. But yeah, I just love it. So yeah, I'm teaching myself. I don't have any degree or anything in art. In fact, I've got a degree in nursing. I'm a nurse. So I specialise in chemotherapy. So I go out to work and administer chemotherapy to patients. And yeah, that's what I do in my main job. But my aim is to start an art, you know, what am I trying to say? My aim is to, I don't know I'm terrible at explaining things. Use my art to start a business. So yeah, that's what I'm sharing really. My progress, my journey. It's a very slow progress, but I'm enjoying it. So since I last spoke to you, I had a bit of a breakdown, didn't I? Yes. Not a good time in my life. I'm not going to say too much about it, but I have a son who he was a regular drug user. Not sure. It's difficult. Can I just put it like that? It's difficult. I don't want to talk about it on here, but it causes me a lot of grief and pain, and sometimes it takes over my world, and I try not to let it, because I've got 3 other children, I've got 3 grandchildren, I've got 2 stepchildren, I've got a husband, I've got animals, I've got a life. So I try not to let it take over my life, but yeah, it's quite painful. So yeah, I hit a blip, shall I say, on my life's journey, and yeah, I thought I was going a bit mad, to be honest. But I'm back and I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I'm still quite sad, still struggling with it, but yeah, it's never going to go away, is it? But anyway, we don't want to talk about that. So, but I think that was my last video. May have done. No, I did a dog. I was walking the dogs, wasn't I, through the woods? I did another one. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm waffling because I'm quite nervous. Yeah. I've done this for a while properly. My videos always used to be put together and, well, not put together. I'm never put together. I'm quite scatty. But yeah, they're not anymore. Anyway, stop waffling. So what have I been up to? I've been to work. It's been really busy. It's absolutely crazy at work and I'm shattered. So I've got up this morning, got no makeup on. I've still got my pyjamas on, but hey, I thought if I don't do this, I'm never going to do it. It's going to be another day gone and I won't do it. So I've been busy at work. I've been working on my website, and I've been working on Christmas art, which I'll show you in a bit. I went to see Wet Wet Wet. So early on in the year, one of the patients actually came in and said she was going to see Wet 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 at Christmas, and I did a head swivel because I've always been a Marty Pellow fan. I'm like, wow. So I texted my friend and I said, do you want to go and see Wet Wet Wet? And she was like, yes, we haven't been since we were 18. We both went when we were 18. So I've been so excited for this concert, and it came around last Tuesday. And I kept saying, you know, I'm going to see Marty Pello. And then I was having my lunch in the staff room and another nurse said to me, you do realise that Marty Pello's not going to be there, don't you? And I'm like, what? So, yeah, I paid £60 for a wet ticket that Marty Pello wasn't in. Brilliant. So, and to rub salt in the wound, he's actually in concert this week all over the place with his own show. And I'm like, oh, you are kidding me. Anyway, we had a nice time, and yeah, I never go out, ever, hardly ever. So it was quite a big thing for me, going out, and we did have a lovely time. We had a laugh. So I've done that. I've been walking my dogs. We need to decorate, and I still haven't done any decorating. If anyone knows anyone who wants to decorate for me for free, because I've got no money, yeah, be most welcome. I don't have the energy or the money to do it myself. Yeah, I've got fibromyalgia, and if I decorate, it'll just be like, yeah, I'll be crippled for ages. So I'm quite limited. That's why I sit on my ass painting all the time. It's relaxing. So what else did I want to tell you? I picked up a book again. I've not read in 5 years, and I picked up a book again. So I've read The Woman in the Window. Don't ask me who the author is. I can't remember. It's a man. Flint, maybe, somebody. I don't know. It was quite difficult to get into, and I was a bit like, oh, is this because I haven't read for so long? I forgot how to do it, which sounds mad, I know, but yeah, I did get into it, and it was okay. It was all right. Not the best book I've ever read, but it was good. So at least I've read a book. So I'm beginning to find myself, because I always used to read. I was never without a book. I've been a bit lost, I think, the last few years with everything that's going on. So I'm trying to find myself, which is why I plough so much time and effort, and I plough all my heart into my art. Well, that rhymes. I should use that as a caption. Yeah, I'm just trying to self-heal, really. So yeah, the book thing was one of the, yeah. So I might pick up another one if anyone's got any recommendations on a good book. I like Lucy Clark, Lisa Jewell. I don't know, who else do I like? Dorothy Comson. Well, I used to like all these authors. Yeah, my mum had a fall was it about a month ago? Yeah, that's probably another reason why I didn't vlog for so long, because yeah, she fell over, bless her. She got I think she got a UTI. She wasn't very well for a whole week. She had the paramedics out in the middle of the night, so I got a phone call from her neighbour in the middle of the night, and she was quite confused, and I was thinking, and the paramedic kept saying, she's rang us up because she's constipated, got trouble with the bowels, and I'm like, she's rang 999 in the middle of the night because she's constipated. I don't think my mum would do that. Anyway, cut a long story short, they didn't take her into hospital. They referred her to the doctors. She went to the doctors the next day, and they gave her Movicol. Didn't do a blood pressure, didn't do a temperature, didn't do a urine dip, nothing. Just gave her Movicol, sent her home. And I'm annoyed with myself, really, because, you know, I'm a nurse, and I kind of knew, but I was... yeah, I'm going to sound terrible, but I was doing 2 long days at work. I was busy, and I'm thinking, she's been to the doctor. Why should I have to intervene? You know, the doctor knows best. There's nothing wrong with her. She's fine. She wasn't. The weekend, I went over on the Sunday, and I'm thinking, no, you're not well. She kept saying she got the shakes, you know, and I'm like, you've got an infection of some kind. So I said, Mum, you need to go to the GP, back to the GP on Monday and get this sorted. You're not well. Anyway, Monday morning, she fell over. She collapsed, actually. She didn't just fall over. She collapsed twice. The second time, she managed to get up the first time, and then the second time she couldn't get up. Luckily, she managed to crawl to the table, and her phone was on the table so she could reach, and she managed to call for help. So, yeah, that's where we were. She was in hospital for over a week, and she got a kidney infection. Yeah, so that doctor, cheers. If you'd have just done a urine dip and took a temperature. Oh, so frustrating, isn't it? I should have gone and stamped my feet, but why should you have to do that? Anyway, that's where we were. So she was so lucky she didn't fracture anything. She was very, very badly bruised on the base of her spine. She really struggled. And we had such a laugh the day I picked her up. She was such a nightmare as well, honestly. She was so... with the nurses, I bet she was a right pain. She told me the one day that they wanted to give her a shower in the morning. And she wouldn't have a shower. And then she said about 7 o'clock, which is like, obviously, 7 o'clock in the evening this is, which is obviously handover time. The night stuff are coming on. She was like, I think I will have that shower now. Oh, my, I can just imagine her. And then another time she said she had breakfast and all she wanted was porridge. They asked her if she wanted some toast. And she said no. And then everyone else was having a piece of toast. So she said, about an hour later, she said to them, I think I will have a piece of toast, please. As if they can just dash off and make a piece of toast. I'm like, oh, Mom. Yeah, and I spent a fortune on magazines I think I spent about £30. I bought like all these different magazines, People's Friend, and yeah. And I took them in. She'd asked me for Ribena. Oh, she'd asked me for Vimto. That was it. So I bought her some Vimto. I bought these magazines. What else did I buy her? Some water, yeah, because she won't drink water out of a tap. She has to have bottled water. So I bought a great big bottle of water and I went in. Bearing in mind, I was absolutely shattered. I was trying to juggle work, drive miles, because it was miles for me. She was in Wolverhampton and I live in Hollington in Staffordshire. So it was like, yeah, and the parking was a nightmare. And I went in and I gave, first of all, I think I got the water out. And she was like, because it was a big bottle. And I'm thinking, if you're buying little bottles and you're not drinking anything else, you're stuck in hospital, you've got no access to any other water. You need a big bottle. But no, that wasn't good enough. She was like, I can't drink that. That's way too big. Oh, right, okay, right. So I put it on the side. Then I pulled the Vimto out the bag. I don't like that. So I'm like, Mum, you asked for Vimto. She was like, no, I don't like that. So I put that on the side. And then I got all these magazines out. Oh, and I bought what is it, Sudoku, little number puzzles, and a lovely little pen. I paid £5 for this pen. I put it all on, and she went, oh, good Lord, I can't get through all that. It'll give me a headache. And I'm like, somebody shoot me. So, yeah. And the day I picked her up, I had to put her in a wheelchair because she couldn't walk to the car. And, I mean, this isn't my mum. She's been fit and active. She goes to Tai Chi once a week, for goodness sake. And, yeah, so she's in a wheelchair and... it was cold and it was raining and I wouldn't let her get dressed. I was like, because I just wanted to get her out of there. She was just doing my head in. So I was like, just stay in your pyjamas, Mum. Put your dressing gown on. You know, you've got a blanket. I bought you a blanket. Let's just go. So I gets out and my car was... oh, I wanted to go and fetch my car. So I was going to leave her in the foyer, get my car in, obviously, the drop-off point, and then get her in the car. No, she was having none of that. She didn't want to be left in the foyer. She got to come with me to my car, which was a good 5-minute walk across this car park, not easily accessible to in a wheelchair. And I was really struggling with this wheelchair. It was really heavy. It was raining. She got an umbrella up and I couldn't see over this umbrella. And yeah, and at one point I kind of like, I don't know what I did, but I let go of one hand and she whizzed round. It was like Mary Poppins she was with this umbrella, and she was going, what are you doing? Hurry up, I'm freezing cold. And I'm thinking, I'm really struggling with this wheelchair. It's killing me. And then I put her in the car, and obviously I've got to take this wheelchair back because my biggest bugbear is people who go to the cars with wheelchairs and then just leave them on the car park. And as a nurse, when you're trying to find a wheelchair for a patient and half of them are just stuck on the bloody car park, it drives me mad. So I'm like, Mum, I'm taking this wheelchair back. She, don't be long. I'm thinking, you've just seen how far it is, you know how long I'm going to be. And she whinged and moaned when I got back in the car. But yeah. Anyway, she's back to normal now. She's back to her pleasant self. And we've laughed. I mean, I had to stop at one point. I was pushing her in the wheelchair and I had to stop. And I'm like, Mum, literally, I'm going to wet myself because I was laughing. Yeah. And I'm like, please just shut up, Mum. So I'm just going to wee myself on top of everything else. But yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I think I had about 3 weeks of backwards and forwards, and I had to live with her and yeah, obviously juggle work. So I was travelling to Derby from her house, and yeah, it was fun. So I've been busy. So that's my excuse for not vlogging for a month. And I really, really, really want to vlog more often and share what I'm doing with you, because I've painted loads and I've done loads of things, and if I sat here and showed you everything I've done, we'd be here all day. So yeah, so I miss the sharing with you. Anyway, I think I've waffled on long enough, so I'll just show you my Christmas illustrations. So, oh yes, I fell down an illustration rabbit hole, and I actually want to write my own book. I might have told you this. Have I told you this? I don't know. Anyway, since I was a child, my dream was to, I'm sure I've told you this, my dream was to be a dancer or to write a book, and I've never done either. So yeah, so I actually want to write a book. Definitely having deja vu, I'm sure I've told you this. So I've got my story now. I've got my story, so I need to illustrate it. But yeah, that's a different. So as I'm progressing with that, I will document about that and share that with you, because I'm quite excited about that. But one of my biggest announcements actually is I've been accepted onto the fair. Oh, I've got two big announcements in my art world. I've been accepted onto the fair website, which is to sell wholesale. If you can hear this squeaky noise, it's my table actually. I'm like leaning on my table, it makes a squeaky noise. So yeah, I've been accepted onto the fair website, so I can sell wholesale, so I can sell to retail shops. So I'm so excited. So I've been really busy trying to sort that out. I need more time. I haven't got time to go and do nursing. I need to be at home full time doing this. So yeah, I've been trying to sort that out. I've not launched it yet, and I'm getting a bit twitchy because I've been accepted about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, and I've not set it up yet. I've been frantically trying to just get some bits and pieces together. So I kind of thought, obviously all the shops have bought for Christmas. I think they're buying July or something. Yeah, they buy in advance, don't they? They're always a season in front. So I thought to myself, have I missed the Christmas boat? Really? Should I bother? And then I thought, well, I love Christmas. I don't really want to miss it or not do anything Christmassy. So I've kind of done it for myself, really. I just thought I'll do some Christmas illustrations, and if I don't sell any, then that's fine. They'll always be there next year, won't they? And then I thought, well, there's always my own website. Surely someone will want a Christmas card. Yeah, so that I've done some Christmas illustrations. So I've just done a few, so I'll show you those in a minute. Yeah, and I want, I've got some mugs. So I found a supplier who will print mugs for me and bits and pieces. So I thought to start off, because I don't want to get overwhelmed, and as I do, I like to do everything all at once. So I'm like, no, you need to pin this down. So I'm doing mugs, greeting cards, obviously my artwork as originals and prints, and coasters. Yeah, so I'm just doing those for now, and then I will see what happens and see how it grows, and hopefully it's going to grow. And I'm always striving for my residual income, as I tell my husband. Yeah, so yes, my artwork's going to be hopefully in shops. Fingers crossed. Oh, I try so hard and I never seem to get anywhere. Don't know what I do wrong. Maybe I've got bad karma. I don't know. Anyway, Steve says to me, why don't you just paint for you? He says, why do you always have to make everything a business? And I'm like, I'm not making everything a business, but I worry how long I'm going to be able to work for with this fibromyalgia. I really struggle. It's hard. I'm on my feet from 8 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, and we get a half-hour break. We barely get to sit down. I'm shattered. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I just worry. I think, what if I'm ill? I was worried, actually, that I got MS, because no, not MS. Yeah, I was worried I got MS. I kind of fit into certain, like, my symptoms fit into Parkinson's, MS, but they all overlap. I've researched this, fibromyalgia, all this, this kind of like umbrella, they all overlap, and it's very hard to get diagnosed. And I mean, some days, it goes on for quite a few days, and I think, well, there's nothing wrong with me, I feel fine. And then other days, like, I'm awful, and I think, what the hell, what's wrong with me? And it's a real struggle to get up for work, and it's a real struggle to get through the day. And, I'm 58 this year, and I'm like, how long am I going to be able to do this for? And I can't afford not to have a job. It's as simple as that. I can't retire. I've got no pension. Yeah, so I need something. So that's why I strive to turn my art into a business. Anyway, I don't know why I should have to explain that to him. Surely he gets it, but no, he doesn't. I don't think he realises sometimes that I feel quite ill, because outwardly I look fine. It's inwardly, you know, the pain and the fatigue, and anyway, being negative again, aren't I? But yeah, he just doesn't get it. Anyway, so another thing, I meet up with Ruth from she's a Shropshire sewist on here on YouTube. So I meet up with her quite often, and we have a coffee, and we go to Eccleshall. So it was over a month ago we met up, and we went for a coffee in Eccleshall, and then across the road was a little gallery. So we went in and we had a mooch around. Obviously, I'm going to be interested in a gallery. And it turns out it's kind of like a consortium. So they have like a membership where you can, we have to apply. It's not very easy to get in. So you can put your artwork in there as a guest, and they take a percentage of your art. Or you can go in as a member where you pay monthly, obviously, towards the rent. And yeah, and it's so you're more invested in it. And I'm interested in the membership. And I've put it off and put it off and put it off. She gave me a form, this lovely lady did, and I took it home, and it's still behind me. And I've read it and picked it up and put it down and thought, oh. And it's very dog-eared. Anyway, so we went last week. Was it last week? Yeah, we met up for a coffee, and I went in and I was like, right, I want to apply, please. I'm really scared. Yeah, but anyway, she gave me a new form, and I had to fill it in there and then, which was a bit stressful, because it said you had to do a personal statement and, you know, your skills and all this. I filled it in. It was a load of rubbish, actually. So I've got actually another draft, which I'm going to take with me. So I've got to take my art in before the 13th of November, because that's when they have a committee meeting. And then hopefully, I really hope I'll be accepted. The only problem, well, it's not a problem, but the only thing is you have to do 2 days a month in the shop. So you have to run the shop yourself, which with my limited time, it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a lot. I say limited time, I only work 3 days a week. But I just seem to be, I think it's because I spend so much time in, you know, in my art. But I can take it with me. And, you know, if it's quiet in the shop, I can do a bit. So, yeah, I've applied. I've been very brave. I put my big girl pants on and I went in and I've applied. And I'm getting bits and pieces together. I've ordered some mugs so I can show them, you know, because I don't just want to do tacky, you know, mugs with captions on and all that. You know, I want some nice mugs. I've ordered some China mugs as a sample just to show them. Obviously, I won't take loads. There isn't this limited space in there. But if I could just have a few and a few coasters and then my artwork and my greeting cards and, yeah, just start small, really. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So I'm going there next week to take my art in. I'm really scared. I did have a big pastel drawing of a zebra, which I love. It actually turned out really nice, and I'm like, wow, I've actually done something. So I've ordered a frame, which is over there in a box. It's cost me £70, this frame has. Oh, it's had to go on my credit card. I've not opened it yet because I've not had time, because I've been at work and I've come in at night and I'm too tired. I said to Steve, I think it came on Thursday. I'm like, there's my parcel come. And I just looked at it in the bedroom and I'm like, oh, too tired to open that. So yeah, so I've got up today and I'm going to sort that out. My lovely pastel drawing. So I'm going to take that in. It's a bit huge, but I mean, I'm not going to have many pieces like that, obviously, but I just want to show them what I can do, apart from all my little illustrations and bits and pieces. Obviously, I'm going to take my Christmas bits in to show them. So yeah, that's my two big announcements. My fair wholesale and the art. I mean, they might not accept me, but what's the worst they can say? No. And hopefully they'll only say no because maybe I'm too similar to what they already have, because they told me they had a lady apply and she did some beautiful animal drawings, but it was too similar to another member. So they want different. And I had a good look around the gallery and I didn't really see anything that was, you know, that was, well, obviously all art's art, isn't it? It's paintings, but yeah, I kind of feel like I would fit because I do different things. No one does mugs, for instance. Yeah, my artwork's quite illustration-y, but arty as well. So I want it, because obviously it's a gallery, so you've got to fit into that niche. Anyway, oh, I hope I'll be accepted. So that's where I'm at. And I've been making, well, I've been trying to make some little cotton candy ornaments. Cotton candy, they're not cotton candy, spun cotton ornaments. Now, many moons ago I made this. So this is felted. I do fall down these rabbit holes, and it took me forever. I think it took me about 3 days. I got neck ache, crunched over, yeah. So to make these to sell is just not viable because it just takes too long. But I've been interested in, I keep seeing people make these like spun cotton ornaments, and I'm like, wow, that's really nice. I'm interested in ceramics as well. I'm really falling down different rabbit holes, aren't I? But I don't know. I keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, because I'm like, do not start something else. For goodness sake, just concentrate on what you're doing. But yeah, I have thought maybe I could do these little things in kind of like ceramics. But then I like the spun cotton idea. So yeah, I've actually got a big wad of cotton here in front of me, and all over my desk. I need to tidy up today. It's a bit of a mess, but where's my robin? Oh yeah, I've done. So this is the start of a robin. Now, it is taking me quite a lot of time, but I think if I got into it, it's just an idea, another idea. Obviously this is a mushroom, so I wanted to do a mushroom, and I was going to do a cute face on. Yeah, so I thought maybe if I could get some of those done, maybe have those in the gallery. I wanted to get one done for next week, so maybe I'll work on my robin, and then I can take him with me and say, oh, I make these. I do these if I've got hundreds of them all made, which I haven't. I really need more hours in the day. Anyway, I think I've waffled on enough. As I've said before, I will show you now my illustrations, my paintings. So this isn't exactly Christmassy, but it's winter themed. Can you see that? Because I feel like when I've shown you things over the last few videos, I've not held them in the right place. So I hope you can see that. So that's the one. That's the other. But put it level with my head. I know you can see it. So yeah, just little polar bears. So I've had those on mugs. They've not come yet, so I can't show you my mugs. I'll show you next time. I'm going to try not to leave it a month before I video next time. I really love this one. So I've had that made into a Christmas card. I love that. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm really happy with that one. I thought, if nothing else, if I don't sell a Christmas card, I can use them myself to send to my family and friends. I've launched my website about 4 months ago, and so far all I've had is 2 pity buys off Ruth and Donna, my friends, and an order off a lovely lady who watched my YouTube channel. So if you're watching, thank you very much. That's it. I've had 3 sales. It's dead in the water, it really is. But I'm plodding on. That's actually Ella, my Dalmatian. And that is a picture of her as well. So I stuck these antlers on her head and took a picture of her. So I've painted it. It was many moons ago, actually. But yeah, so that's another illustration I've done. This is another one of my favourites. So I've put this in a little mount and a gift thingy. Gift wrap bag, and I'm going to take that to the gallery. That's one of the ones that I'm definitely going to take and show them. Can you see? I hope you can. Hold it in front of my head. So yeah, it's quite sparkly. The red on her coat sparkles, and the originals are lovely, much nicer than the prints and the, but you know, I hope they'll turn out on the mugs. I've ordered a mug. I've ordered this on a mug, so hopefully it'll turn out nice. So that's that. Then I've been doing some oh yeah, I'll just show you my Santa. So I did 2 Santas. Which way round shall I show you? This was the first one I did, that one, and I wasn't so keen on that. I don't know, I didn't get the boy's face how I wanted it, so I did it again. Did it round, did it again there, and what was I saying? Yeah, I got his face hopefully how I want it this time, so I'm really pleased with that one. I can't remember what I've ordered now. I've ordered some cards. I think, I've ordered this in greeting cards. I think I've only ordered the 1 set. Yes, I have. I've only ordered the 1 set at the minute because I thought I was trying to get them digital onto a card and, yeah, in a PDF format and all that, and getting it within the bleed lines, and it's a work in itself. Honestly, I spent all day trying to sort all this out. So, yeah, I've only ordered that because I thought if it comes and it's all not printed properly on this card, I've wasted money and time, so I've ordered that just to see. Yeah, I can't remember what I ordered on my mugs, but then I also stumbled upon people apparently collect ACEOs. They're called ACEOs. Is that right? I had to write it down. Honestly, my head, I cannot remember. Well, if it is an ACEO, I can't remember where I've written it. I'm looking around the room because I've got Post-it notes stuck everywhere. I have to write things down because otherwise I forget. No, I'm sure it's ACEO. Anyway, but what it is a little, I think, 2.5 by 3.5 original prints, and people collect them. So I've been doing a few of those because I thought I could put them on my Etsy shop, and I can also incorporate them into my mugs. So I did these 4. You can see them. Well, I've done more than these 4 actually. The pink cat was a little bit of a disaster, but I love these. The what's the face? What are they? Christmas moose, Christmas deer, and my horse as well. I quite like the horse. In fact, I have had a mug. I can't show you that, it's over there. But I've had a mug done with horses across it and horseshoes. So I kind of like designed it so it's all fitting all around the mug, which was similar to this one. But I didn't put the mane on it. And my daughter says, it needs a mane. And I'm like, no, because it's more of a silhouette. All I wanted was like a silhouette. And then she went, it looks like wolves. So... oh, great, I've had it printed now. I said to Steve, what does this look like? I held it up and he was like, a horse. And I'm like, thank you. Yeah, but now I look at it, I see wolves. But anyway, I've paid for this blooming mug now. The China one as well, I think, so it's more expensive. I'll see when it comes back. Hopefully people will recognise it as a horse. So, yeah. So that's what I've been up to. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to go now before I waffle on for another half an hour. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching, and thank you for all your comments on my last video, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. I don't want to leave it so long. Hopefully want to share my journey with you, and one day maybe I'll be a famous artist and I'll have thousands of subscribers because everyone will want to see what I'm doing. Who knows? So yes, thanks again, and take care everyone. Bye.